thought of this man that comes to wake me up every morning can tell he loves me. He lives for me glory above. Every minute, he'll calls me his son. He leads my ways, and this keeps me so bright all the rest of the day. But the moments that comes up speed forward, and on comes the noon. Still I'm singing songs. Produced by Crest Coins 1. Record Studio. He's coming is around. He's coming is around. Enter text. From morning till night, and pluming my wings to join the first flight. This man is full of God glories. I have known him very well for years, and his goodness always tell. One day in his mercy, he knocked at my door, seeking admission. He knocked many times. I came to meet him and stood face to face and listen a while to his story of grace, how he suffered for me and sinners to put away sins. I heartily thankfully welcomed him. We have lived on together number of godly years now, and that's why I neither have doubts nor fears, for my sins are all hid in the depths of his glorious love. They were carried down, there by him hang on the cross of Calvary. I am often surprised why some lips should be curled when I speak of my Lord Jesus Christ to the man of the world. I notice with sorrow his look of disdain when I tell him that Jesus is coming again. He seems so content with his houses and gold, while despising the ark, like the people of old. And yet at his coming, I'm sure he would flee, like the man in the garden, who ate of the tree. It can be think of foolish souls, putting all their money in bags which have holes. Find, in this days that comes in apace, how lightly they valued the riches of grace. As fond as I am of his work in the field, I would let go the plow, I would lay down the shield. The weapons of service I'd put on the shelf, and the sword in its scabbard, to be with himself. But I'll work in his glorious pleasure, while keeping my eyes on the end of the field, where standeth the prize. I have work for his glory, that when I shall meet with him, I will have a large sheaf to lay down at the glory of the Lord's feet, that he too, with godly pleasure his fruit will review. Is the man in the glory a stranger to you? Is Jesus a stranger? What? Do you know? He is washing poor sinners, much whiter than snow. Have you lived in a land where the Bible's unknown, that you don't know the man who is now on the throne? Ah, did you but know half his beauty and power, you would not be a stranger another half hour. I have known him so long that I'm able to say, the very worst sinner, he'll not turn away. The question of sin, I adoringly see. The man in the glory has settled for me, and as to my footsteps, whatever the scene, the man in the glory is keeping me clean, and therefore I'm singing from morning till night. The man in the glory is whom I live forever. Follow us where your comments, like and share.